Hey, what's up? Welcome back to a laptop review which is not just thin and light, has the latest processor and has a fast storage and still comes at an affordable price. Yes, we are talking about the Redmibook Pro 15. This is a latest launch and we got it as soon as it was available. And if you like our efforts in making this review video a successful one, please do hit the like button and tell us how much you like this video in the comment section below. A subscription would be appreciated because it motivates me making such great videos for you. Thank you for doing that. Let us just get into the unboxing stuff of this. This is a basic unboxing, a very simple one. Has the laptop and a 65-watt charger and some basic paperwork. Other than that, there is nothing else. We'll throw the box aside. Okay, now let's just get into the main thing, that is the design and the build quality. The whole laptop is made out of premium polycarbonate material. Do not feel that cheap, but it's good. Overall build is somewhere between good to better. I'm surprised why Redmi has done it, but they have not given any option whether it is in the color or in the storage or in the RAM. That is a kind of disappointing thing for me. Speaking of the design, we have a 15.6-inch Full HD 1920 by 1080 anti-glare display. Comes with a 720p webcam. Unlike the detachable webcam from the Mi Notebook 14, this has an inbuilt one, and that is a good thing. Speaking about the keyboard, it's a good keyboard to type on, but despite being 15.6 inches, we do not have the numpad. It's gonna be hard for the numpad users, I guess. The weight of the laptop is around 1.8 kgs, which makes it a lightweight laptop, and the thickness is around 19.9 mm, which makes it a very thin laptop in my opinion. Taking a look at the back, we have the air vents for the airflow itself, and the rubber pads are slightly raised, which means you are going to get an angled shape or an elevated shape, I can say. Oh wait, we just forgot about the trackpad. The trackpad here is really great. A bigger trackpad is always better. It is clicky, it is responsive, and it is great to use, guys. Moving on further, we will be talking about the display. Now the display has got some clean bezels, the thin ones, and on the top you have got the 720p webcam with a dual microphone setup as well. It has an 81.8% screen to body ratio. That's great. The brightness is good, but it could have been a little bit better in my opinion, but it's still fine. Has an anti-glare display as well. Because of this anti-glare only, I guess the brightness has been reduced a little bit. That's not a problem in my opinion. This anti-glare display is much more handy for the people who have a lot of lights in their background or a lot of lights in their office, so that's a good thing, I guess. Okay, coming on to the main part and the most awaited part, that is the specifications. The heart of this is the Intel 11th Gen i5 11300H base clock at 3.1 GHz and can be turboed up to 4.4, which is good in my opinion. 3 GHz, yes, it is good for the basic users and for some casual gaming as well. Speaking about the RAM, we have the 8GB 3200 MHz RAM. Yes, it is fast, but it is having a single slot, no upgradability option. I am disappointed with this. I could have seen at least an option of the laptop which is having 16GB of RAM. In case I need a 16GB, what should I do? No other option, right? That is a kind of disappointing for me. Now let us move on to the next thing, that is the storage. For the storage, we have the fast storage as promised earlier. It is 512 NVMe SSD M.2, which is good in my opinion, but it would be better if I had an empty SATA port to put in an hard drive or put in an SSD so that I can expand my storage, guys. Now this is a kind of disappointing. The Redmi has not given any upgradability options. Speaking about the main thing, that is the graphics card. Now in the graphics, we have the integrated Intel Iris Xe graphics card. We'll be playing some games as well on this, so stay tuned for that. Now let's just speak about the battery on this. The battery here is the 46 watt-hour battery, and the Redmi claims it to be of 10 hours, but I'm very much sure it won't last about 7 hours. I guess 6 to 7 hours will be the typical timing of the battery. So to juice this all up, we have the 65 watts of adapter, which will quickly charge up your laptop within an hour. 46 watt hours, not a big deal, can be charged within an hour. Let me just quickly share you the performance experience of this laptop. The performance over here is locked at 1 GHz if you are using it on a battery, and that's a kind of disappointing. On the battery, I ran on Cinebench R20 score and it came something around 600 points. That's a kind of really disappointing if you're working on any video or editing something. Since the processor has got that capability, you will not get the full juice of the CPU, I guess. Now when you're connected it to the charger, it will boost up to 3.4 or 3.8 sometimes, but I have never seen it reach 4 gigahertz mark. That's a kind of disappointing. Thermal limitations are way too much. Even during the Cinebench R20 score, it was using 100% of the CPU in the first 10 seconds. After that, it dropped to around 88 to 89%. That's a kind of disappointing. Huge thermal limitations. You cannot play any games, you cannot do any heavy work on this machine, and that's a kind of really annoying for me. Yes, your laptop just boots up in like 5 or 6 seconds. That was really amazing. I loved it. Now let me just give you a quick glance of the display as well. This is not the great display to have on a laptop. This is really very average looking screen. I would not buy this screen if I was buying a laptop. A little bit disappointed with that model. It comes at an 50,000 price band, and that's fine. The better option is go for Mi Notebook 14, that is the Horizon edition. Really very good in my opinion. Let me just quickly tell you about the gaming performance, what I experienced. I played GTA 5 in normal settings. First of all, the screen is not that great, so gaming experience was bad in the initial impressions. Now that since the CPU and the GPU have the thermal limitations as well, now that's a kind of another disadvantage. So overall the gaming experience is not that great, but still it's fine if you play like 10 or 15 minutes now and then. It is fine, not an issue. Now let's just talk about the connectivity and the ports. For the connectivity, we have the Bluetooth 5.0 and the Wi-Fi 5 card is also into the laptop, which is good. Wi-Fi 6 would be, you know, great, but Wi-Fi 5 is also good. Now let's just talk about the ports on this. We have one charging port, two USB 3.2 Gen 1 and one full-size HDMI cable. On the other side, we have 3.5mm audio jack, SD card reader, USB 2.0 to connect any peripherals, RJ45 port, that is the LAN port itself, and the Kensington lock is also there. Okay, we will be speaking out the speakers as well. So speakers are 2-watt speakers, dual-sided stereo speakers. These are surprisingly good. I was not expecting this good sound quality from this laptop, but Redmi has done some magic and put in some great speakers, used it, amazing. Let me just jump on to the conclusion. I'm a little bit concerned about this pricing. They have been aggressively priced, I guess, because the Mi Notebook 14 has an upgradability options, has different models as well, and comes at an 48,000 price bracket. And if you are wondering how much this has costed around 50,000 rupees. So 49,999 is the price what they are quoting, and the launch offers you are getting some cards as well, so you can take the benefit of that as well. Links are in the description. Make sure to go ahead and check them as well. Now coming back to the point, if they would have given the upgradability options, some of the different models of that, not even we are getting different colors, guys. That is the kind of disappointing for me. Other than that, a great laptop to share with. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. So we will catch you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay subscribed.